kindergarten, welcome back. As you can see, I've tried to create a little classroom here in my home where I can teach you some new lessons. Hey, have you been listening to Bear Snores On this week? I added some videos on my website, so I hope you've been listening to it. I hope you've been practicing predicting. Now, by now, you already know what comes at the end of the story, but one of our strategies and skills was to practice predicting as we read. Even the books that you come across when you're at home that you haven't heard before, or those that maybe you're coming across online, you can predict by making great guesses. See, that's what good readers do. But good readers also respond to what they've read sometimes when they write. So today we're going to do a little writing lesson. If you noticed, Mrs. Haley created a really good writing choice board for us. And today I'm choosing one of her topics that she gave us for this week. In that first topic, she said, hey, kindergarten, if, in this story, Bear was sleeping and his friends were having a party. It wasn't until he woke up that he realized they were having a party, and then, as we know already, he was able to join the party at the end. She said, what if we wrote about a party that we've been to or a party that we've planned? And now, I think I told you earlier in a video, my spring break, we celebrated Elijah's birthday. And he turned 10 on April 6th. This year, the party was different because we can't have people in our home. So I want to write about Elijah's party. And remember, when we're a good writer, often we like to give our story a title. So I'm going to write here on my title line, I'm going to write Elijah's party. And I'm going to write all about what we did to celebrate that special day here at my house. So sometimes we like to start by visualizing. We close our eyes and we imagine who was there, what did we do, where were we, what was the setting. So I'm going to go ahead and start off, and you know me, I'm not the best artist, but I'm going to try to draw for you how we celebrated Elijah's birthday. So let me go ahead and grab my marker here, and I'm going to draw for you my house. Because what we had to do, instead of inviting people into our home, we had to kind of invite people to come past our home. Now, this looks a little funny, but in front of my house, I have some tall pillars in front of the porch, and then we have these steps in the front. There's my steps. Ooh, I'm really getting caught up in the details, I guess. That's not the greatest, but we're just gonna try our best. Okay, and then this is kind of what my house looks like. Not perfect at all. I'm gonna add my red door. Okay, so I want to give you the idea here. So what I did on the morning of Elijah's birthday was I decided, since we couldn't, those are the bushes. Yeah, my bushes. Since we couldn't have people come into our house, instead I decided to have people come past our house, and I made some signs the night before after Elijah went to bed. I made some yard signs to put up in my yard, and I put them all in front of the house and down the side of the yard, and they said words like beep and honk and wave. I put signs in front of our house, and then I added in something. I just thought, you know what, if people can't come to my house, I'm going to have them celebrate with us this way. So what I did was I added some, this looks pretty big, but I added some balloons on the pillars in front of my house. I know, I really decorated it up. added balloons. I really like adding balloons to almost any celebration that I'm a part of. I don't know about you. I put balloons out front. And then I have this like banner. It's called a pendant banner. And on this banner, there's like all kinds of like cool, like different colored triangles. Have you seen ones like that before? I bet you have. I'm trying to draw it kind of quick here. But it had all colors, and we hung it in front of our house. I mean, we just really tried to make it special. So the party itself was more like me decorating some signs and decorating the front of my house. And then I probably didn't leave enough space in my picture here. We have a driveway. I think I told you this before. Our driveway lets people kind of come in and go out. It's kind of a U-shaped driveway. And so I told my friends, I said, listen, at 4:30, I want you guys to all come in your cars. I know you're not allowed to get out of your cars, but come in your cars. And I want you to drive through our driveway and beep and honk and wish Elijah a happy birthday. And oh my goodness, you should have seen what our friends did. They had all kinds. I'll draw a car here. They decorated their cars. You know, I'm not that good at drawing cars. I can hear Jackson right now. He's probably telling me it's gorgeous. Oh, Jackson, I miss you guys. Okay, they put signs on their cars. They threw balloons out their cars. We even had some friends throw confetti or candy, and that's how we celebrated Elijah's party. So this just tells you a little bit about what I did. It makes me think of Bear. Bear had a party in his cave. We had a party in our driveway. We sat out in chairs and on the front porch and talked to our friends through their car windows. So it's time for me to do my writing now. Now that I've visualized what happened that day, it's time for me to add some words to what we did. So let me tell you. I think that the first sentence I want to say is, Elijah's party was fun. Okay? Can I start? How many words? 4 words. Pretty simple. Remember, when I'm starting my sentence, I begin with a capital letter. And Elijah is somebody's name, so of course he deserves a capital anyway. Elijah's party was... Help me spell fun. Yep, that's an F. You're right, letter U. Fun. Yep, letter N. I'm going to add an exclamation point because I'm really excited about how fun it was. But I also want to add something about it being a really different kind of party. How should I say that? The party was in my driveway, or the party happened outside? Yeah. I think if I said the party was in my driveway, everybody knows it's outside anyway. So, and this year it's different. So I might say this year the party was outside. What do you think? Sound good? Okay. Well, let me start my new sentence. Remember, I'm going to start with a capital letter. Do you hear that digraph? And this is actually one of your sight words. You should already know it. This year. I left that space between my words. This year, the party was in, oh, look at those. Those are 2 sight words you already know as well. Now I have to write the word driveway. Hey, that reminds me, we learned about compound words. Driveway. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and begin. Drive. Hey, look. It's a magic E word because it helps I say its name. Drive-way. The party was in my driveway. I wonder if I could add any more details. I've only written 2 sentences. I know that's 2 sentences because I noticed this begins with a capital and ends with an ending mark. That's 1 sentence. Here's a capital and an ending mark. 2 sentences. I could add other details to my story. I could say things like, people threw presents out the window. What do you think about that? I'm almost out of space, but I think I should do it. That's a really important detail that actually adds some interest to my story. So I'll start right here. People threw, you know that digraph, threw. Instead of the word presents, I'm going to use a synonym. A synonym for present would be gift. Okay, I can tap out the word gift. G. I. What vowel do you hear? Letter I. Gift. And it wasn't just one gift. It was many gifts. So what letter do I need to add at the end to make it plural? Letter S. People threw gifts out the window. And I'm going to say not out the window of their house, but out the window of their cars. I really am running out of space. Of their cars. And I'll add an exclamation point to end that sentence. Okay, kindergarten, so what have we done? We gave our story a title. Then we visualized our story by drawing a picture. I can add more details so you could see this setting a bit more, and maybe I'll send you a picture of it on my website when I'm finished. Now, will you read with me? Let's read the story to make sure it makes sense. Do we follow all the 5-star rules? Capital letter, ending mark, nice, neat letters, spaces between our words, and now we ask ourselves, did it make sense? Let's check. Elijah's party was fun. This year, the party was in my driveway. People threw gifts out the window of their cars. See, I made a connection. I made a connection between my life and the story Bear Snores on. Good readers can make those connections. We can make those connections in our brain and then go ahead and put them on paper to share with others. Thanks for joining me today, kindergarten, for this short little writing lesson. I hope you're able to tell me about a party you've been to. Bye.